stretches back more than a decade. Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Down, it's play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. A deep shot right down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Michigan. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Michigan 7, Oregon 0.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Looking for some space. It's Ray. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years.
He's in the clear. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot that's very tough to get your hands on.
Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Been a solid drive, but the defense rises up now. The offense facing a 2nd and 15. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Moore. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there, starting at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Dump off caught by the running back. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Yanks out. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, the pass is picked off. He can go. All the way back for the pick six. Touchdown, Oregon.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Gets the first and still running. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the first down at the 47. And the Wolverines with first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Looking downfield. It's Moore. Running back grabs it on the screen. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Bringing pressure. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. Nice grab. It's Moore. What a grab by the junior.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Ducks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll run it here. Crosses the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running through the tackle.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheaton.
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Moore. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The grab down the middle. It's Ross. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Moore. Defense is coming after him. The sure hands. It's Ray. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And they'll kick it away here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Prescorn. Look out, off and running. Touchdown, Wolverines. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. 21. he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking downfield. It's Moore. Caught by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Crosses the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion of the big tight end. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Catch made on the left side. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon!
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Running play called on 3rd and short. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. On the ground, it's Ray. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Now it's second down here. And there's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Short pass finds the tight end. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
To throw, it's Moore. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Needs 10 yards on this 4th down to keep the drive going. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds his man. It's Flores. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum that comes up.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The Ducks will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for the wideout. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks right and lets it fly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Flores. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. To throw, it's Moore. On the run here, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Ducks. And that will give them the lead now. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. Let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. So, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. Finding some room at the 25. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quick throw to the left. Caught near the sideline. It's Perry. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He's going to take off here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looks like QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. Instead of giving up a field goal, that roughing call brings the offense back out to extend the drive into the red zone. Pressure is coming. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Drew.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Flores. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
To throw, it's Moore. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Flores. He's brought down just short of the mark for him that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Here he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Scanning the field, it's Moore. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. In the clear at the 25.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking for a late deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it picks up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, is not enough.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. And he's got it again. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over the running back so far.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.